I'm gonna have to rock the glasses. I feel like I'm part of a fucking band. Dude, I'm about to drop the hardest single, dude. I gotta rock the glasses, I'm sorry. I'm also, this weapon keeps growing more and more on me as I use it.
I'll be honest, it's the terrible conclusion that schemers like him face in the end. What a fall from grace. He had everything. Why throw it all away like this?
The next Joe Hendry. Alright. Well, that was a pretty fun fight, especially once we sat down and tried to learn, like, the moveset and whatnot. That became a very satisfying fight to actually handle. I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry. Wave your hands from side to side and say, I believe in Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry, so prestigious. Oh shit, I'm out of heals. I should have actually rested, huh? Thermite. So, I'm assuming this might lead out to the village then, right? Madman's Journal. I have learned the devil's method. The subject's body must be fresh, minimal postmortem time. The container must have a close resemblance to the subject. Appearance is key. Oh, are we talking about Romeo here, perhaps? Or at least how Romeo or us came to be? The puppet version, obviously. The essence acquired from the subject must have been produced before death. If this is true, only one element is missing, and it requires a desecration I can't begin to imagine. But must. Am I cursed? Is this retribution for letting Xenon be blinded by the grief and working with these Five Nights at Freddy's employees? But without her penis, I'd have had no reason to go on. Send me back to my child. Alas, I cannot. But I can still get the child back myself. If so, that is the only course I can take. I will have no choice, but to make this my singular purpose. Okay, hold on. Xenon, welcome indeed. How is the rest of FNAF Reno? Is this retribution for letting myself be blinded by grief and working with these alchemist devil? Grief, send me back to my child. But without her pain. So is this Geppetto? This has to be Geppetto, right? I was blinded by grief. Who do we know that's had grief? I mean, Leia, sure. I don't think this would be Marchiona. She seems to have joined the alchemist willingly. So this has to be Geppetto, right? His grief, his wife passed away in the accident. Without her pain, I'd have no reason to go on. Send me back to my child. Alas, I cannot. But I can still get the child back myself. I presume here he's talking about Carlo? Unless it's somebody else, maybe talking about Romeo, as Romeo might have died already. But Romeo's being held captive as of right now by Arlecchino. So yes, so this has to be Geppetto talking about Camille and Carlo. If so, this is the only course I can take. I will have no choice but to make this my singular purpose. And here, I'm assuming he's talking about creating us to kind of have Carlo live again. Oh, it's you. This was you, Donuts? Damn. Kind of crazy. Have you recovered from all of this, or? It's the best FNAF game ever made, which isn't saying anything at all. It's fun, but not worth 55 schmackaroos. Yeah, unfortunately, that's the impression I kind of got. It definitely, atmosphere-wise alone, it definitely is the best one there is so far. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ! Okay, can we use these? No, we cannot. Boy, this will be fun. Oh, we can parry them, though. Oh, you can use the ship. Oh, you nerds are here too? Come on, man. I feel like I'm playing a Crash Bandicoot level here. Oh, fuck me. It's actually kind of sick that it's breaking the boat apart there. I'm gonna wait for the next one. Because there's probably something that's gonna jump out of here, right? Right? I wanted to see if the cannonball could actually hit these guys. Jack, welcome in, dude. Oh, I wanted to charge it all the way. Just to have it locked and load. I'm gonna wait. Okay, for a second I wasn't sure if it was actually gonna clear that or not. There's multiple cannons? I dodged the cannon with the shotgun pushback. I'm so fucking goated. Hey, another ancient disc knife. Oh, hey, bro. Don't fall in the water. Son of a bitch. I'm gonna try to get rid of this real quick, chat, before I continue on. Thank you. Oh, there is an item there, though. It's gonna hit the rock? Okay, it is. Woo! Oh, fuck. Hold on. Oh, big man's behind me. Shit. No. Oh, dude, we're gonna be running past all this. I don't want to be sitting here fighting dudes with cannonballs and rifles all around me. Oh, we gotta actually fight. No, we don't have to fight this guy. It's not right now. Fuck, dude. This place is littered with dickheads enemy. Give me a side of grace. Give me one of those. Oh, I'll come back and loot everything. I just need to find a checkpoint. Oh my lord. Please? 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 You can't climb, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. I would really like... there's all sorts of cool stuff to get and all that, but... Oh, man. Okay, that's fine. We can probably go back here. And loot the 2 items that we left behind. Aha! Wanted by the Order, Alidoro. Apprehend immediately upon discovery. Fugitive fled after inflicting serious damage upon the Order. Multiple charges have been filed, including theft of confidential information, destruction of property, abducting and luring of Order members, defamation against the Order. When dead or alive, no liability shall be assigned regarding of his condition. I mean, we already know that it's likely that Parrot was paid off by the Alchemist, right? Since he aided the Black Rabbit Brotherhood, who was also paid off by the Alchemist, to break into Hotel Krat in base game to kidnap Geppetto. Technique amulet +3. No. There's an item down there I want to grab. But we must be careful. Is it chill if I just grab this item real quick? Okay, well, I'm glad you were fine with it. Now I'm just gonna book it past this guy. Alright, and we're safe and sound. Let's go. Now that does drop me... Yeah, this has no... Oh, no, yeah, it does. Oh, that's how we get on that second area. Which, I mean, probably leads out there. Okay. Sure, let's do it. I'm gonna keep myself topped off with how hard enemies hit, dude. Venini's urgent repair. Man, I forgot those things even existed. Okay, so this goes down. Okay, before we go down here, let's loot whatever this is. Hopefully we can't get shot, right? Be awful. We can drop down there as well. Just going through here. I'm probably not going to play this game, but watching you play it has been such a chill ride. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. Happy to hear that. Yeah, we were just talking about this yesterday, that, you know, completely understandable that some people enjoy watching certain games but don't like playing them. Especially if a game is, like, challenging but has a good story. You know, some people don't like to be stressed and stuck on bosses for hours. Or if it's like a horror game, some people don't like the oh, what's the word I'm looking for? The anxiety, right? A lot of horror games give people anxiety, you know, what's around the next corner, stuff like that. So playing horror games makes people anxious sometimes, and, you know, some people don't like that, so some people enjoy watching them rather than playing them. I think the example I gave was with what's it called? Subnautica. I really like watching people play Subnautica, but I don't think I'd ever play it myself. A jail, huh? Alchemist's orders. The puppet locked into the brig is dangerous. To even think of releasing something as mad as that into the city, it cannot be allowed. When we have traveled sufficient distance from the city of Crack, retrieve what ergo's left inside the puppet and permanently dispose of whatever remains. Ooh, that must be talking about Arlecchino. We know that the alchemist took him after Leia dispatched him. I must be talking about that. Mad Puppet's message, yes sir. Yeah, I saw that orange thing at the top right of the drawing, but I couldn't... I wanted to say it was the cat, but it looked kind of funky, so I wasn't sure if it was the cat or something else. But it's likely the cat.
I truly thought it was the end. My body shattered and destroyed. It's not hyperbole to say, well, I was
Although at this point in time, the cat is pretty small and he's drawn to be a little more grown. So it's probably another cat and not the cat at the hotel.
For that, I thank you from the bottom of my, let's call it, heart.
I fucking love Arlecchino, dude. He's so fucking deranged.
But time flies, and there's much to do. I must now bid you all adieu. I have more debts to collect. The one who left me in such a wretched state. Oh, they call her the legendary stalker now.
Fucking mocking tale. The legendary stalker.
Such a splendid little title. And she owes it all to me. It's only fitting to congratulate her in person. See the truth behind the legend.
I mean, it might be. He seems to be at the Monad estate, where he's holding Romeo, or whatever's left of Romeo. Because he's blackmailing Leia, right?
Paid a visit to the zoo and remind her of her debt.
Yeah, so this happened before Romeo went missing. So he must have known that Romeo was at the zoo. He escaped from here, went to the zoo, kidnapped Romeo, took him over to the estate, and then that's where we also read the message of him blackmailing Leia, and that's where she's headed. She ruined him enough for him to be able to get captured. However, he seems to be in good enough of a state to capture Romeo. So, I mean, maybe he's still healthy enough for us to fight him as a boss, depending on what happens once we get there, because I'm assuming Leia is likely going to get there before us. But it would be cool to actually fight him. If we do fight him, it has to be a pretty cool boss fight, right?
Do I even want to know what was in that cell? Or what kind of monster it was?
I have not, Schiff. I have not.
But here's hoping a deranged beast hasn't been set loose upon the world.
Hey, another luxury bag for Klaus. Nice. Okay, well, I was about to say at least these are the weaker ones, but yeah, no, fuck me. I'm hoping they don't follow me down here. Okay, that's above us. I wasn't sure there for a second. List of sent items. The writing looks hurriedly scrawled. The document holder is empty. The documents contained herein must be sent with high priority. The folio must be transported aboard the Archon fleet. Assessment of Simon by the Order. The Path to God, Research Compendium Books 1 through 3. Research paper, physical alterations arising from Ergo. Comparative experiment, awakened puppets and the ego of Ergo. Report on experiment number 7 regarding the cause of carcass mutation. Case collection, carcass mutations resulting from side effects of the cure. Financial report of the Order. Ergo transaction settlement. Copies of letters and notes concerning Simon's close associates. Final list of Simon's followers. Just notice that the 4th area of the section 3 is called Pistrus Harbor. Indeed. We are entering enemy territory. Well, I guess we've been in enemy territory. Okay, so we would have had to drop down here to continue, it seems. There's probably an item up there. We'll go back and check it out again once we find the Stargazer, please, video game. Oh, it's right there. I see it. I see it with my very eyes. It's right there. What we got? Broad Bay 30 Year. A bottle from a procured cask of premium whiskey aged for over 30 years. Someone who recognizes its value will want to buy it regardless of how expensive it is. The Broad Bay 30 Years, a historic masterpiece crafted on a remote island to the north. With its deep and rich flavor emerging from the coveted oak barrel, it is truly worthy of being called a legend among whiskeys. Okay. So we got a few things to check here. I'm thinking that boss fight is coming up. Oh, never mind. Okay. So I'm gonna do a quick run around here. So I want to double check that we didn't miss anything up top. Yeah, there's a box there. There's a box and an item up there. Can I aggro just one at a time? It does not seem like it. But we can take 2 on at a time. Never mind. I fucked up. Ooh, get baited. Don't you dare turn around, dude. Let me get this box. I can do this all day, and I don't even feel bad about it. Not a bit. Not one bit. Not one bit. I got a shotgun arm. You best believe I'm gonna use it. Oh. Okay, new weapon. Good thing I decided to come back for it. I'm still assuming that the village is up ahead where the lighthouse is. Part of me still wants to go back and talk to the guy, but... Come on, man! You really gonna deny me a photo mode? Round 8. Come on, man. I'm gonna teleport back to Hotel Krat, because we're gonna check what the new bag gave us. Klaus, what you got, brother?
Well met, Masters. You found it! My treasured belongings.
I forgot to
thought
grab
I'd lost this
water
bag
again.
forever, and I was in quite a predicament without it.
I'll never
Thank you,
drink
thank you.
anything throughout the
Thank
stream.
you. Oh, excellent! Everything is intact, not a single item missing. I'm astonished nothing was stolen. As a reward, I shall grant you a sneak peek at my exclusive wares. Every item is sure to satisfy.
Oh, yeah?
Well met.
A mustache? Famous detective's mustache. A fake mustache used by a famous detective as a disguise. Its striking appearance distracts eyes from seeing the face hidden beneath. A detective both pursues lies and is pursued by lies as well. A disguise can keep liars guessing long enough for a good detective to grasp the truth. Oh, is that it? Okay, we got some other stuff too to upgrade things and whatnot. I'll hold out on buying these. We got 2 discs. I want to make sure that we don't just put them out. Look, the glasses look sick, chat. I gotta wear the mustache now, though. Come on, I gotta wear it. I look like a fucking villain right now. Yes. B's gonna have to start talking like, "Hey, Alidoro, I'm here, you see? I've defeated Lumacchio, huh?"
I can't believe the leader of the bastards.
Oh my god, we got
with the alchemists. I never
Star
realized
Wars
that
biddies, let's
they were
go.
so entwined. Well, let me take a look at those clothes for a moment. You see this double lining? It contains a hidden pocket for hiding valuables. I'd hoped I wouldn't locate the key to this cipher machine inside. It would appear the noble reputation of the leader of the bastards was a facade. I'll decrypt it right away, so we can see why
Darth
these
Jar Jar. Dude,
deeds
that's my
inside.
favorite Star Trek character.
Lumacchio didn't simply cooperate with the alchemists. It appears he was Simon's hunting dog.
So it
stalking
seems.
And killing those opposed to the alchemists. I am truly disappointed in Lumacchio. I thought him destined.
Were you expecting anything better from the King of the Bastards?
Considering who the lighthouse keeper betrayed, I doubt he escaped unscathed. Unless, of course, he prepared a hideout. If so, the only piece of advice I can give for finding its whereabouts is to put yourself in the shoes of the lighthouse keeper.
Oh, so that's coming up ahead. Okay, we haven't been there yet, so... once we get there, I guess we'll keep it in mind, and it seems like it'll be an amulet that is given to us. Target now found. Reconnaissance of hideout successful. Maintaining blockade as a standing warning to the target and all traitors. My apologies, Sir Manus. Your disappointment is warranted, for I have failed you. In my defense, the treacherous fat swine has been hoarding and stealing from us since the very beginning, and not one of us saw it. Is he talking about Klaus? Is that where Klaus gets all of his goodies? I knew that lighthouse keeper was both insidious and audacious, but I never thought he would go for the elixir. I have no excuse. That said, I believe there is no longer need for concern. The target could not possibly have escaped the lighthouse. In the meantime, I shall blockade the sea themselves to make an example of the traitor. The gluttonous grifter will have nothing to eat but his own flesh. Oh, never mind. I guess they're talking about somebody in there then. Whoa, wait, is she dead? Oh, dude, she made her painting. Huh. Is that a golden coin fruit tree? A golden coin tree? It's a bunch of golden stuff. I know that there's a bunch of lilies, white lilies. Or tulip, whatever those are. There are a bunch of white flowers and whatnot. Good painting, though. She actually passed away? Oh, hey, we can see it there. It's the shadow tree. Painter's Sky. A painting created by Goddard the blind painter. It has been painted roughly with oil paint. The painter, trapped in darkness, yearned for a ray of light to illuminate her from within. That light was connected to a profoundly blue and strange sky. Oh, that is certainly a beautiful painting for somebody that was blind. To the one within the darkness, to the one who showed such kindness to the blind painter who had lost her light. After you returned my lost art supplies, I became inspired and finished my painting. This painting. As time passes, I am certain the world will acknowledge its true worth. To that end, please show this painting to as many people as possible. The clear blue sky. Open your eyes and look at the clear blue sky. Feel the night, which will end someday. Only time will tell. The clear blue sky, a song of how the landscape seen when the veil of time is lifted may sometimes be the most beautiful sight. Damn. I didn't think she was gonna die. Kind of sad. Okay, so show the painting to as many people as possible. I wonder if we can actually do that. Can I actually start into... Oh, we can at the Hotel Cry. Hey, what'd you know? Oh, right here, though. Okay, before I put the painting up here, chat. Actually, no, we'll do it after. Oh, I guess, yeah, I don't have a choice. I guess I got too close. You adorn the wall with the painting. Look at the kitty cat. What's up, little fella? Why let me pet the cat, dude? I gotta be honest with you, chat. I found the frozen area charming. I want to go elsewhere now. I really want to go elsewhere. I like the area. Visually, I like the area. And I like that it's a little bit different than just like alleyways and whatnot. But man, I'm good. Please. Oh, the village. We're out. We're safe. Oh, dude's just chilling. We walked right up to him. He didn't even give a shit. All right. Last fish to like sneak attack on us? No? Okay. Oh, these guys again. All right. Man, these dudes kicked my ass in the base game. I can't imagine that they're any easier now, honestly. I mean, he definitely would have kicked my ass, but he was not ready for the shotgun arm. Love that they called it Cataclysm, dude. The names they've given some of these arms is really sick. Oh man, another one of those. Okay. I'm gonna have to bait these guys out. Oh man, they even have you go right up to him like that. Oh, that's fucked up. Well, he's blocking some items, so I gotta figure it out. You know what? Let me charge this up. Wait for the next bout. I'm prepping up for a fish. No fish, just ancient disc. Sick. I was ready. I got my arm prepped up. I was ready for that fish to come out of the water. So that's a shortcut. Okay. So we're on the lookout for a kid, or at least a young fella. Okay, which one of these is gonna stand up and come to life, huh? What the fuck was that noise? Oh, that was my arms charge wearing off. I was like, hey man, we got like hidden bear traps? Mayor's Journal, unknown date. Salau set out to sea 2 days ago. That was the fisherman. In the end, I couldn't stop that damn old fool. As if all the monsters suddenly appearing and throwing everything into chaos weren't bad enough. Why must that stubborn old man make me suffer so much in my twilight years? But it's not just him. It seems everyone here has suddenly lost their minds. More and more villagers are suddenly insisting that they want to die. It feels like I'm the only one who cares about the village anymore. Let's start by checking in with residents next door. The rest of the words are smudged and illegible. Seems to me like checking in on the neighbors next door did not quite go as planned. Because there were probable monsters. Yo, the lighthouse, what up? Okay, so we got that way, which is likely the way forward. So I'm gonna go around and... You need a fisherman's weathered key. Okay. I'm gonna go up to the lighthouse first. It's likely that we probably need a key for this as well. But I guess it's worth checking out since we have something of interest here. Ooh, Stargazer, nice. Let me grab the Stargazer first before we continue on. Crab Mysteries, the Haunted Lighthouse. The legend of how the Krot Lighthouse came to be called the Haunted Lighthouse is quite famous. However, even the most avid storytellers do not know the name of the ghost. In life, the ghost's name was Colombo, who was Krot's lighthouse keeper. But all knew him only as the portly keeper, for he was said to have been a greedy glutton. Okay, so that paper that we found earlier was indeed talking about this guy. You can turn the HUD off in the settings for better screenshot. Yeah, but every time turning it off, turning it on, turning it off, turning it on, hot barring an emote and popping it on the fly, I think is a little bit faster. Colombo used this position to extort money from boat captains, giving light only to those who paid. They say he amassed a huge fortune that he hid in a secret location only he could access. That treasure has never been found, leading to rumors, Jesus Christ, the keeper became so portly by eating all the treasure himself. The townspeople cursed Colombo with their every breath. Some believe the curse worked because one day Colombo vanished. Like his treasure, he has never been found. The lighthouse could not be left unattended, so the townspeople appointed a new keeper, but that keeper suddenly resigned, driven from the post by the cries of the ghost that haunts the lighthouse. This repeated with the next keeper, and the next, and many more, all fearing the wrath of the ghost. It was only after the keeper changed 7 times that Colombo's ghost finally fell quiet. Even now it is said the screams of the portly keeper can be heard echoing throughout the lighthouse when storms lash the shores. Perhaps the sound of howling are Colombo raging at the townspeople who cursed them. Also, I went to Prison Hotel Cret and the painting is not there. Interesting, so it's only there in the present if you find the painting here and place it. That's a nice touch. That's a nice touch. But then again, I also told the painter her canvas was blank and she kind of hates me now. Come on, man. You always gotta lie on your first playthrough. Telling the truth is the puppet way. You gotta be the human. I think lying almost all the time in this game, so what the fuck? Yo, that's a big ass... That's a whale. That's a whale, right? Huh. Are we gonna get eaten up? Ah, here it is. Yeah, at least that's what I've done on my first playthrough as well. I've always lied because that was the human way, and that's how you like properly complete the quest lines is by lying. So for the DLC, I've been doing the same thing, is lying rather than telling the truth. Yeah, but the run I was in the middle of is my truth-only asshole playthrough, so I kinda had to. You know, that's fair, I respect it. This is the place shown in the decoded frosted cipher mission.
The whole thing's just suspicious. Think about it. There aren't really that many places someone as heavy as that lighthouse keeper can hide in.
The raised floor panel seems sensitive to... Oh! Oh! Oh!
Think about it. There aren't really that many places someone as heavy as that lighthouse keeper can hide in.
Oh! Yo! Damn, he really did have all the treasure. Holy shit. Lighthouse Keeper's Journal. They brought bars of gold and made a request. Their ship's movements are not to be recorded in the official logs. It's a truly profitable deal. The local fishermen are nothing compared to them. They arrived at the lighthouse again, loaded with a generous payment of gold bars. What are they transporting that's worth so much to keep secret? I snatched the box when they weren't looking. All I found inside were bottles of medicine. The idiots didn't even notice the box I nicked. I sold all the bottles on the black market. I told them it was medicine, so I got a great price. Later, Maxim said that none of his customers ever returned after buying the medicine. But I don't see how that's my concern. My treasure trove is growing. All the fools are making me rich. The writing is smeared in blood. This is a joke, right? I only nicked a few boxes. They had plenty. Why would they do this to me? I'm trapped. Why won't anyone help me? I'll starve. I can't eat treasure. Someone get me out of here. That's kind of an ironic way to die, though. I gotta respect the alchemist for that one. You wanted to get greedy? You wanted to get greedy? Well, how's about we bury you with your treasure? See how much good that does to you. Yeah, I mean, I guess he is partly responsible for a lot of people's deaths. I mean, unknowingly so, but those medicines we know can have some severe after effects and turn you into monsters. All right, let's go up the lighthouse, I guess. It's been a few days since you rode out to kick the bucket, old man. You'll have to drink that beer you love so much in heaven. Oh, hey, we can bring the beer to the guy now. He sent us out to look for a guy, but, I mean, we found the beer, so that's that. If you make it back, I promise I'll go to sea with you, even if it means we might die, even if monsters leap from the waves all around us. Fishers, gotta fish? If we're going to shake in our boots, we ought to do that on the water, right? Whatever, you old coot. Just come back safely, and soon. or I swear I'll drink your last remaining beer. Old bottle of beer. An old, dirty, and unlabeled beer bottle. It is well past its expiration date. A beer bottle kept for a long time by a poor, elderly fisherman. The fisherman hoped to drink this last bottle of beer while boasting after a big catch. Alright, you cool collective of creamy cannoli consumers, my wild work has left me weary and woozy. I bid you adieu and a wonderful remainder of the stream. Ta-ta for now. Hey, Saint, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the farewell wishes, and we shall see you soon. Enjoy what was that? Enjoy the rest of your day and enjoy your weekend. Have a good one. That was a kid's voice. Hey!
Buddy, see that? Over there. We found it. The Rose Estate.
Nice.
Should be nearby.
Oh! Oh! Hey! Word up!
Oh, it's you. My forever friend. I'm so glad to see you again. I followed the white
Yeah, she was the
butterfly
one to follow
here.
the Rosora, not
I found the
Isora.
Rose Estate, but it's full of sadness now. I can't go inside.
You want us to go there and make it happy?
I'm okay. I have you. My new friend who looks like my old friend. You gave me the world again. I miss my old friend, but it's okay that you're not him. You're on your own journey, and I think that's wonderful. Will you promise me something? When your journey ends, let's meet again in a pretty place. Rosora will wait for you there.
That's kind of grim. That's kind of grim, dog. Okay, Rosora. So she knew Carlo? She must have. She has too many connections to what we know. So she has a kid's drawing, which is, well, we can tell that it's Carlo's drawing, ripped up in 3 parts. She had it. She's also the one that handed us Carlo's invitation. And now she's giving us this, and this is where the gold coin tree is at Hotel Krat. And yeah, there's that too, the friend who looks my old friend. I mean, she must have met Carlo, or she must have, you know, whether she knew him, whether she was actually friend with him, or whether she just saw him in passing or something. She must have interacted with him. She had some pretty, I would say, valuable stuff that belonged to him. Rosora's treasure, photo of the Tree of Friendship. It looks to be a tree in the front garden of Krat City Hall. The Tree of Friendship. This tree was planted to celebrate the expansion of Krat City Hall. May many find respite beneath its boughs and build joyful memories. And there's the drawing, a child's drawing that looks very old. There's a giraffe, and there is Camille. Oh, you know what? I don't think it was the cat. I think it might have been a lion. That's why. You remember how I said the drawing looks, in the drawing, like the cat looks a little too big? It might have been the lion. This must have been them at Krat Zoo. Yeah, that must have been the lion. You can see the kind of the mane around it, because in this next one there's a giraffe. Yeah, that must have been at Krat Zoo. So that's Camille, that's Geppetto, and that's Carlo.
Rosora's creator was very much loved by my dear old friend. I'm sure my creator would have wanted to be your friend too, because a friend is someone you will always happily wait for. When your journey ends, let's meet again in a pretty place. Rosora will wait for you there.
Carlo was friends with Marchiona? I mean, I suppose it makes sense if Marchiona was such a genius at creating puppets and she transported the heart of a of a dear one. Okay, hold on. Did it say that she transported the heart of a dear one, or was it the heart of her guardian or something? Because if it's a dear one, she might have been the one that did the operation to transpire the heart for Carlo, maybe. Either ways, whether she was the one or not, she must have been the one that showed Geppetto the procedure, I guess, and Geppetto tried it out and probably engineered the P organ off of Marchiona's work. If Marchiona was familiar with Carlo.
I'm sure my creator
I mean,
would have
maybe
wanted to be
Marchiona
your
wasn't
friend
friend with
too,
Carlo, but Carlo
because
must
a
have
friend
looked
is
up to
someone you will
Marchiona.
always happily wait
I
for.
mean, Carlo must have been a genius himself if he got an invitation by the alchemist. He must have been pretty fucking good himself, being the son of Geppetto and all. So since that seems to be the way forward, I'm sorry, chat, for going back and forth, but I always try to do the optional stuff when I can. Devs, what the fuck? Oh, I don't like that just happened, dude. I don't like... Oh, I don't fucking like that, dude. What? No! No! Fucking emote! I forgot I had it equipped. Top off. I'd be lying if I didn't sit. Get the fuck out of here. Oh. Okay, no, that's sick. That's sick. Never mind. I was about to say, come on, you're gonna have me fight this guy just for a full moonstone? Get out of here, dude. Do we know the name of the ship Geppetto's wife died on? We should know. It was a ship that was used for Kratz, for touring. It doesn't say. So do we know the significance of the Archon? Because that was why I was asking. The nameplate is pretty prominently placed on the frozen ship. Yeah, I think the Archon is just meant to be like the ship Simon must have rode on, maybe. Alright, well, hopefully this pathway... Oh, right, the staircase broke. Hopefully this doesn't just lead me back up. Okay, there's an item. Because I'm really hoping that killing an enemy that's fairly challenging doesn't just lead me to a full moonstone. Oh my god, it also leads me to a half moonstone. Really? No way, dude. Did we really just kill that for just a full moonstone and a half moonstone? You gotta be kidding me. No, I don't believe it. There's gotta be something else. There's gotta be something else. Man, that was kind of neat to see the shark pop out of the whale's belly. But I was really hoping there would be more to that than just a full moonstone. I have to say, chat, I think so far, other than the crocodile just not being a fun fight, I think one of the biggest ball drops for the DLC so far is the loot. There's some tough enemies that just really don't drop anything other than like an upgrade item and then nothing else, or they're not guarding anything else, and it just kind of feels bejudged. And we fought several bosses where they don't even give us anything, like no new weapon, no new clothing, no ergo, nothing. Which, again, feels a little... but, you know. Like, it's not enough of a reason to be like, oh man, the DLC sucks. Not even close. The DLC is still absolutely fantastic, I think. It definitely has a ton of highlights. But it certainly leaves a little to be desired. You know what I mean? Let's go give the sailor the bottle, and I'm assuming he's likely going to give us the key for this.
It's time to celebrate my triumph, and a beer is just what I need. Ah, good.
Drink up.
This is the bottle of beer I saved.
Enjoy your last moments, fella. You've earned it.
After my wife left me, I already drank two. Now, this is the last one. The one I swore I'd only open once I caught the fish.
And now you have, brother.
Did you praise my catch to the villagers and the brat?
Oh, of course. Everyone in the village is dead. No, everyone was impressed. Let him...
The brat crack a grin.
Let him part.
Oh, I bet he did.
With a soul resting
It's why I
easy and a
caught the
smile
fish,
on his face.
To teach Manolin a life lesson. That we are not made for defeat. That humans can be destroyed but not defeated.
For even in death, your endeavors can live
Raise a
on.
toast to victory. With the beer I saved for this day.
And there's the key. I knew it. Yeah, I mean, that's true, though. I like that. I don't know if that's what he meant by it, but I do like that line. Humans can be destroyed but not defeated, right? Because, yeah, I mean, when you accomplish something, even in death, if you've accomplished something even small, you know, the people that remember you that are still around, they will, you know, they'll remember that and they'll spread the word. And obviously, if you've done something great, even history might recall you, you know, for generations and generations. So your body might be destroyed, but your legacy certainly endures. Fisherman's weather key, a key worn and weathered by frequent use, stained with seawater. It is rusted in several places. A key with a cord to wear around the neck to prevent it from being lost, even in high waves. The old fisherman never took this key off, not when fixing the nets or going out to sea. I guess I know what I'm gonna tell him. No! You can't do this, dude. Not to the old fisherman. Come on, man. He's a fellow sea dog of yours. You can't do it to him. Not like this, dude. Not like this. Let's see what was inside. Dude, imagine if we got a harpoon weapon. Oh, that's his wife. To my beloved Clara, the day you collapse, coughing up blue blood still haunts my nightmares. At first, I wallowed in sorrow and tried to follow you. Then I remembered the words you spoke to me, a shabby fisher, on the day you became my wife. Do not turn your back on the sea when it beckons. I bought 3 bottles of beer to drink with you. Now only 1 bottle remains. Do you remember that young brat, Manolin? I've entrusted the last bottle of beer to him, and now I head to sea. Don't worry, my love. Come what may, I will always return to you. That's tough, dude. That's tough. So that's why he was so hell-bent on going out to fish for that fish. His wife had already died. He Yet nothing, dude. That's tough. That's tough. I can't remember which culture it came from, but there was a belief that people die twice. One when their body perishes, and once when you are thought about for the last time by the living. It was a philosophy that helped me with my dad's passing. It helps me feel like he's still with me, as long as I continue to hold him in my memories and heart. Be it true or not, it is most definitely a nice way to think of the dead, that's for sure. And I think it's a good way to cherish their passing as well. To hold their memories strong rather than to just mourn and, you know, see it all into a sad light. I always say, like, I understand grieving for sure, right? Especially when somebody dear, like a parent, passes. It's definitely tough. It's hard not to grieve, right? But I've always found it odd to commemorate the dead in such a sad way, dressing in all black, everybody sad, everybody crying. Like, the way that, at least the most of the Western world, goes about funerals and commemorations and stuff like that. Like, I understand it's a sad moment, but I've always felt you should cherish the dead in a happy way. Fuck it, throw a party, dude. Dress colorful, smile, cheer.
Any enemy of the alchemists as a friend of mine.
At least I feel like that's
Come to
how
me anytime.
Those that have passed away would like you to remember them.
The door only opened for someone of great weight. Ingenious. Who would have thought? Well done. You have the keen mind of a detective. To condemn the lighthouse keeper to such a cruel fate, though.
I mean, he kind of deserved it. Like, for the other ones, it was pretty sad. But let's be honest, this guy kind of fucking deserved it. His greed led to killing people. I'm really not that upset that the alchemist condemned him to such fate. I gotta be completely honest with you, chat.
For all intents and purposes, Croft
kinda deserved
under
it.
the thumb of the alchemists. I know that what I'm doing is something that must be done, but I often feel like I'm fighting alone in meaningless battles. The enemy
I'm here with
is
you,
great,
brother.
and I am but one man. Will my efforts ultimately be in vain? Will the terrible truths I know ever be revealed to the people of Croft?
Oh, if only you knew, dude.
Will the terrible truths I know You fascinate me. You talk of future events as if they've already happened. Your words bring great comfort. Thank you. They also remind me yet again of the person I must protect. My only family, someone
talking about you,
whose
Jenny.
life I pray shines with truth. I may be destined to toil through life, mired in deceit and lies. But my wish is for her to live happily. That's the sole reason I remain
Shit,
here.
I didn't notice the
and
ad started
continue
already.
to fight.
Sorry for anybody that's missing this. And we got the achievement for decrypting all clues. Nice. Man, dude, this DLC has been fairly emotional. Like, just turn after turn, it's like a shot to the gut, dude. Survivor. Discard your past fears and protect your inner flame. As long as you're here, I won't be afraid because you're here. Rise above despair and fear, moving forward as you feel the beat of your heart. Survivor. A song of one who strives to guard the flame of hope in a land of extremes. Famed detective's hat. A hunting cap said to have been worn by a famous detective from the foggy streets. Sherlock Holmes, obviously. Perhaps an odd choice for a dignified detective, but it struck fear into those he hunted. Hunting deer and seeking truth are not so different. Observe clues, follow traces, and catch the target. A formal suit said to have been worn by a famous detective from the foggy streets. The cape exudes a quiet dignity and a sharp mind. Lies are like mud puddles wreathed in gold. If not careful, one might become mired in muck while chasing a fleeting fortune. Yo! It's the new Detective Sherlock Holmes game. All right, I guess now we're heading to the estate, right? A detective with a bat, huh? I have to assume that we just have like one, maybe two more areas, and then that's it. From the looks of it, anyways. Oh, are we meeting Leia?